For a very long time. Welcome to the CompuBox Academy. I'm Todd Grisham. Alongside me is Johnny Nelson.
About time, too.
Time for our tale of the tape. Larry Holmes. Watch out for that reach of 206 centimeters. Easton Assassin, Larry Holmes. Perhaps one of the most... Riddick, big...
This bout is scheduled.
What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat. And there's the bell to start the round. It's bombs away. This is one of the best rounds I've seen this year. The hook, but it doesn't score. The perfect counter lands. There's not a seat to be had in this arena, Johnny. It's got that big fight feel, doesn't it?
You just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And the look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
Nice counter shot. Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven. He didn't take that jab well at all.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. And there it is! The knockdown punch we knew was coming.
Is he out? Is he gonna move? Is there a twitch? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So he's back on his feet, but he's got to somehow turn this around. It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Boy, this next round is... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
What a heavy knockdown. How are they going to come back from that? They've staggered back to the corner. They've got to freshen them up, alert them again, get them back on point again. This round, they've got to coast around. Don't get involved. Give yourself another 3 minutes to get your head clear.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Well done with that counter shot. Corner's got the tower. They got to...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
It's a good start to the round for this guy. Well, they're back up now, but they've got to be cautious. Cannot afford to trade back now, can they, Johnny?
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again. Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Hook was off target. So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. He's been knocked down. They ring the bell, and here we go. He got knocked down in the last round. Let's see what he can do here.
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel, because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Johnny, you would know this better than me, but I would hate fighting someone with this swarmer style. They don't let you breathe. They don't let you get off the ropes. You can't get your offense off. You just got to deal with it.
Swarmers, you can go back in boxing history. When you've seen them, when you've seen the best of the best swarmers going, you understand how hard it is. It looks exciting from the outside in. Can you imagine being right in there?
It doesn't always pay to be first. It pays to be last. A very competitive round here so far. They landed a good jab there.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Hook misses. And just as quickly as the action slows down, it heats back up. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well done with that counter shot. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. They've got the momentum. And there's the bell to start the round. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Don't get caught up on how many times this guy gets hit. He's a slugger, Johnny, and you know he's just waiting for his opportunity to strike back.
Tactics out of the window. These guys just want to brawl.
No rest for the weary. Back and forth they go. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs. It's the typical big man, little man argument. He's got to be quicker. He's got to move a lot to win this fight.
If you're in there with a guy so big in front of you, you've got to be smart. You've got to use your smarts and use that skill. This is what you've prepared for. You've got to negate that jab, let it ride past you, and push his own weight on him.
Nice punch. Nope, that uppercut does not score. An upset of the year, perhaps, right before our... Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. You've got to wonder how big of a factor that knockdown. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Timing beats speed. Speed beats power. The positives and negatives in the heavyweight division are the same. You can win the fight with one punch, and you can lose the fight in one punch. Good punch. Quick punch scores. Fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought. As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what have we seen so far?
Guys that carry so much power, of course they're going to look for that knockout because it makes a night a little bit shorter. You don't get paid any extra for overtime.
Nobody home with that hook. Hook misses. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. From this moment forward, he cannot afford to lose another round.
Every second,
They ring the bell, and here we go. It has been all one-way traffic. How do they turn this around?
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Catch and shoot. You don't see a lot of welterweights that can bring you one-punch KO power, but these two can.
Remember, with the lighter weights, you're expecting at least 300 shots around. They can let these shots go. They can move. They're fast. They're sharp. It's a hard night work for the referee.
Good counter punch. This fight has a...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Halfway through the round, and I think he knows he's got a lot of work to do. Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Hard, he's up. I'll be surprised if he makes it back to the corner. And if he does, will he get back up from the stool again? That was a shot. That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
You couldn't write a script like this. Final 10 seconds here, and I think he knows who's won this round. Catch and shoot. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. What a huge momentum swing that's going to be, considering that round will be... We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one punch.
Middleweights always gives us a class. If you've got two class middleweight fighters, you're in for action. I'm quite sure right now, if you know your boxing, a certain fighter, Mr. I would just say marvelous, but some fighters were unbelievable at middleweight.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two. Throws the jab, but does not score.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
So much for boxing. This is a fight. Both men step back for just a moment. Beautiful counter punch. Tried to score with the uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Perfect counter shot. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. And a round that seemed like eternity for them finally. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Power is obviously the great equalizer in boxing, but when you know your opponent is relying on that so heavily, how do you deal with it?
Oh my goodness, so that little Yorkshire Terriers, they're never going to give up.
Good counter punching. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Look at the hand speed and footwork between these two elite-level middleweights. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way. One punch could change anything when these two step in the ring.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
And he scores with the counter. It's not always about who hits harder. In this division, ring IQ can go a long way.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back in history. You know they're amazing.
A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Beautiful counter punch. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the... They ring the bell, and here we go. Last round, complete domination. Let's see what we have in store for us here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
So close with that uppercut. These two fighters are made for one another. Well, Johnny, it's still early on, but what do you think about what we're seeing so far?
This is what you're going to get. You're going to get speed, good footwork. You're going to get punches thrown from head to body. You're going to get a lot of toe-to-toe. When you've got fighters at these weight division, they'll stand there. They don't need a ring. They need a phone box.
Some nice exchanges from both men in this round.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, you're out.
No one would have blamed him if he didn't get up, but here we go again, and this could get ugly.
He's got to waste time. Step behind the referee. When he comes close, tie him up. The referee's then got to paw you. walk around the ring. You've just got to make the most of it, because if you let him jump back on you again, he's going to get momentum and pull you down again. And that's a lot of points to lose now.
We're happy this round's coming to an end. Are we about to see a first-round knockout? Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. And there's the bell to start the round. Let's see if they can shake off the cobwebs after a disastrous last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' score. This could be the end.
Bambi legs are kicking in. Look at those legs. The legs are gone.
Beautiful counter punch. Just one punch away from turning his fortunes around.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it. What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Pretty close fight here in this round.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Caution is being thrown to the wind. Perfect punch. They're both going for the KO. It's so obvious. This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. We're hoping for an all-action slugfest. That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing, because you've won that hands down.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You just got to try and cut them, skim and go for speed.
These two were made for each other. Some real good back and forth between these two fighters. No rest for the weary.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better. You'd like to see someone use a jab here to establish a boxing presence, but no, they just want to fight. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Off the charts action from this round, still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. They exchange punches. Let's talk about Holmes in that last round. And a round that seemed like an eternity for them finally comes. They ring the bell, and here we go. After that last round, something has got to change.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
Well, Johnny, you know, in the lightweight division, they've got fast hands, so get ready to see some lightning.
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there, these guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. But it hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an average man.
What a round so far as we've reached the halfway point. Nope, that jab not going to score.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
Do you believe this? When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? Perfect punch. Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What a dominant performance, and it shows up on the judges' scorecards as a unanimous decision victory.
They've done it before, now they're doing it again, and look what's happened. A unanimous decision. What a way, what tactics, what a game plan. What a result.